What's up, everybody? My name's Big Kim and welcome back to another movie review. And today I am talking about the brand new, currently out on Amazon Prime. Just came out, I believe, last week or last Friday or something like that. And it is starring Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon. And this movie is called You're Cordially Invited. Or You Are, because it's an apostrophe. But this is from director Nicholas Stoller, who has also done things like Neighbors, Forgetting Shower Marshall, Bros, Neighbors 2, Storks, Get Him to the Greek, The 5-Year Engagement. You know, so he's done a few things. He's also a writer on Yes Man, produced the Muppets movies. So he's done a few things. But this movie, it says, save the date, prepare for chaos, right? So the premise is Reese Witherspoon's younger sister is getting married. They want to get married at this small little inn on this island that is very sentimental to her because their grandmother lived there and they used to spend summers with their grandmother there. So they want this venue on this small island. It can only host one wedding per weekend. Will Ferrell's daughter wants to have her wedding there because Will Ferrell and his dead wife also got married there. He booked the appointment. Something goes wrong. She also books the appointment. They're double booked. So they have to cohabitate two weddings two completely different families, two completely different scenarios. One's like this young couple. One's like this snooty, white, stuck up people. Like a bunch of assholes treat each other like shit. Or the other people kind of actually fuck with each other. But just chaos ensues and drama all over the board. But you have Will Ferrell in there, so it's comedy ensues all over the place. His daughter is Geraldine Viswanathan, and she plays Jenny. And Geraldine, I've seen her in things like Drive Away Dolls and a couple other things, I want to say. Blockers, Bad Education, Broken Hearts, she's been in. Cat Person, she's going to be in Thunderbolts coming up this year. So she's been in a few things herself. She's great alongside Margaret Qualley in Drive Away Dolls. Meredith Hagner is Reese Witherspoon's sister. Jimmy Tatro's in there as a husband. Stoney Blinden is in there as a husband. Leanne Morgan, she is playing Gwyneth. She is so funny in this movie. She's like one of the siblings for Reese Witherspoon, and she's like a full Tennessee woman. And she, like, you could take her and put her anywhere in the world, but Tennessee will live deep inside of her. You know what I'm saying? It's way down here, and I can't get Tennessee out of me even if I wanted to. Like, she's so just country southern Tennessee, and she's so funny in this movie. And she hasn't done a whole lot of shit. She's, I think, kind of a stand-up. I think this was her first movie, really. And she was a standout for me. Rory Scovel was another one of the brothers. Hilarious. Jack McBrayer was like the hostess of the inn, and he's like, the front desk guy. He was hilarious too. Fortune Feimster's in there. She's funny. She was in there very, very little, but she's still the two parts that she's there. You're like, oh, Fortune Feimster's hilarious. Celia Weston is their mother. Bobby Monahan's in there. I don't remember seeing Bobby Monahan. But crazy cameos like Peyton Manning's in there. Wyatt Russell's in there. I was sitting there like, are you kidding me? This cast is crazy and dense and just kept going. But Will Ferrell's daughter, Geraldine's best friend, her bridesmaid, played by Keila Monsteroso Mejia. I am so sorry. What a mouthful of a name. She played Heather, and she is so funny in this movie. Every time she was on screen, I was like, yeah, no, she got that role correct. She's the overzealous bridesmaid, best friend, like, I got my girl's back, fuck you, Dad. Like... The movie was very funny, but it was also incredibly dumb, and I believe the middle of this movie is going to lose a lot of people, and honestly, it might have even lost me, because there was moments in this where I was sitting there watching it, and like, you have long periods of time where you're watching going, alright, I haven't laughed in a little bit, and I'm just watching, nothing's really happening, and you're just watching these like, almost uncomfortable situations go on, and you're like, okay, I don't know if they wanted that to be funny, but I just feel uncomfortable. And then all of a sudden, like, the scene ends and you get like a, oh, like you get an after the fact laugh, but I was like, man, I have a lot of after the fact laughs in this rather than laughing during and with it. It was more like, what am I watching? Will Ferrell's so crazy, and then the scene ends and you're like, yeah, Will Ferrell's hilarious, but you know, I don't know if I found it hilarious immediately. You know, it was kind of like one of those, is this funny? I guess I chuckled a little bit, but overall I gave this 3 out of 5 stars, you know, about a 6 out of 10. I wouldn't give it much more than that. I almost need to give it maybe a 5.5 because I'm not sure if I liked it or not, but comment below your thoughts. Go check this out on Amazon Prime and let me know what your thoughts are on this movie. And honestly, the ending, like as soon as it got to the point where it was getting to ending, I was like, okay, this is where it could end. Okay, this is where it could end. Okay, this is where it could end. And finally, the actual ending of the movie that's worth it in my mind is in the post-credit scenes, right? Instead of like reading the credits, they have like the old school comedies where like the credits roll and they have parts of the movie and bloopers going, and they do like another musical number, but instead of like Will Ferrell and his daughter, it's Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon this time, and then they end up, you know, happily ever after type of bullshit. But that happens in the post-credit scene rather than in the movie, so I don't know if this is a good ending or not. I'm struggling to know whether I like this or not. But comment below, let me know your thoughts. If you'd like to follow my other social medias, links for those down in the description below. Follow me on Letterboxd. You can check out all my movie reviews over there. My lists and all types of crazy stuff, and all the movies I've watched over the last 2 years are on there, so go check that out if you haven't. Thank you very much. And if you'd like to support this channel, the best way to do that is by liking this video, subscribing if you haven't, commenting down below, hitting that bell so you don't miss future videos and you get the notifications. Once again, my name is Big Cam. Thank you guys so much for coming on by, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.